Under no circumstances should you stop watching this video. Only here will you get the full inversion explanation too. Are you ready? Let's invert. Ooh. Inversion happens in English for emphasis, dramatic purpose, or formality. In order to invert, the subject, verb, object order of a normal sentence is changed in some way. Let's find out how. Go. So, by now you should be familiar with the conditional forms of English. These sentences usually start with if and relate to a result or possible result of a real or imagined action. So, for example, if you go to town, will you get me a cola? Or, if I were an animal, I would be a dog. Or, if I had stayed longer, I would have learned a new language. However, in second and third conditionals, we can remove the if and invert the subject and auxiliary verb. So, were I an animal, I would be a dog, and had I stayed longer, I would have learned a new language. Got it? To invert a first conditional in this way, we need to use the word should. Should makes a first conditional more polite and more tentative. So, if you should go into town, will you get me a cola? Now to invert, we just remove the if and invert the subject and auxiliary verb as normal. So, should you go into town, will you get me a cola? It's also worth remembering that negatives in these forms are not contracted. So, should you not go to town? Were I not a human? And had I not left so early? Got it? When an adverb of place or movement is put at the beginning of a clause, then the whole verb phrase, and not just the auxiliary verb, can be put before the subject. This is done for dramatic effect and is usually conveyed in a written style, and even more so when introducing a new noun. So for example, the spy came through the window becomes more dramatic with the inversion, through the window came the spy. 300 men would stand in the pass becomes more dramatic with the inversion, in the pass would stand 300 men. This style of inversion is more common in speech with words like here and there and smaller adverbials. For example, there sat my father. On ran the racers. I opened the box and out jumped a puppy. But